What's up, everybody? Nasr here, Gillette drafted finalist, trying to become Canada's next sportscaster for the Score Television Network. You can go help out your boy by going over to drafted.ca after the video and voting for me. But that's enough about me, because here at Nasr Sports Talk, we're all about getting you, the fan, the viewer, caught up in the world of sports. So let's get right into it, shall we? Now, with the July 31st trade deadline in baseball just around the corner, some major deals are going down in the MLB. Some big news out of the National League as the Miami Marlins have traded infielder Hanley Ramirez along with relief pitcher Randy Choate, who's no slouch himself, to the LA Dodgers for rookie starter Nathan Eovaldi and a minor league relief pitcher. Hanley has been steadily declining over the last few seasons as he's only batting .246 with 14 dingers this season, but it's still a huge pickup by the offensively starved LA Dodgers, especially with starting shortstop D. Gordon currently on the DL. Now, what this deal truly signifies is that there's a fire sale going on in Miami. After trading starting pitcher Anibal Sanchez and second baseman Omar Infante to the Detroit Tigers on Tuesday, and now with Hanley headed out of town, it's clear that this Miami Marlins team may already be in rebuild mode after a huge offseason of spending. This means players like Ricky Nolasco, Heath Bell, and more importantly, pseudo-ace Josh Johnson may be available to the highest bidder. Both the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers have been connected to the often injured Josh Johnson. Now, maybe I'm looking too far into this, but the special assistant to the general manager of the Miami Marlins, Mark Wiley, was at the Rogers Center on Tuesday, just so you know. Moving on to another big baseball move made in the wee hours of the morning. The upstart Pittsburgh Pirates have acquired 33-year-old starting pitcher Wandy Rodriguez from the Houston Astros for prospects Robbie Grossman, Rudy Owens, and Colton Kane. The Pirates are going all in for a postseason berth this season, adding Wandy Rodriguez to a rotation that already features potential Cy Young candidate James McDonald, former Toronto Blue Jay A.J. Burnett, and Canadian Eric Bedard gives the Pirates not only one of the best starting staffs in the National League, but in all of baseball. However, it is important to note that while Rodriguez has been a consistent pitcher over the course of his career, his strikeout rate has been declining over the last 4 seasons. So while Pittsburgh got the veteran arm that they desired and didn't have to give up any of their top prospects in the process, I still say Houston got a lot more out of this trade than most could have received for a pitcher of his age. With Houston already pulling off a major deal with Toronto, and now with Pittsburgh, the Astros have been slowly but surely acquiring a number of promising prospects to build up that farm system. Who knows, maybe their move to the American League might be a little louder than some people expect. But probably not. In other baseball news, it looks like the Los Angeles Dodgers won't be able to throw money at Cole Hamels this offseason, as the left-hander has re-signed with the last-place Phillies for a whopping 6-year deal worth $144 million. Wow. The 28-year-old now becomes the second highest-paid pitcher in Major League history, behind only Yankees ace CC Sabathia. Now, most people may be excited that the Phils have been able to re-sign World Series MVP Cole Hamels, but I'm not sure it was the best move for the franchise. With the move, the Phillies run the risk of having over $80 million next season tied up in only 4 players, that being pitchers Cole Hamels, Cliff Lee, Roy Halladay, and Jonathan Papelbon. That being the case, they'll most likely have to deal starting outfielders Shane Victorino and Hunter Pence. Now, for a ball club that already struggles to score runs, losing one of your most potent bats in the lineup in Hunter Pence does not look good to me. Cole Hamels, you better be ready to win a lot of 2-1 ball games in your future. Moving on to the NHL. Now, the big news in hockey right now is that the Nashville Predators have chosen to match the Flyers' monster offer sheet for defenseman Shea Weber. Now, in doing so, the cash-strapped Preds are agreeing to pay Weber $110 million over the course of his new 14-year contract. While the deal signifies that the Predators aren't ready to fade into mediocrity and are serious about competing for a Stanley Cup, I think we can all agree that general manager David Poile comparing Weber to Hall of Famer Scott Stevens was a little absurd. I understand that you have to justify making such a huge investment in one player, but don't go making gross hyperboles like that. Come on. Finally, we move on to my true love. The NFL is back, people! Well, almost, as NFL training camps are set to kick off this week, and storylines are in abundance, as they always are in the National Football League. Now, I could really go on all day, so I'll just touch on a few, okay? Kicking things off, Carolina Panthers center Ryan Kalil recently took out a page in the Charlotte Observer to guarantee a Panthers Super Bowl win in 2012. Kalil cited a different attitude and a sense of urgency in the team as the reason for the bold prediction. While a lot of people are very high on the 2012 Carolina Panthers, and myself included, I think this claim is a tad bit premature. Even with the expected struggles of division favorite New Orleans with the effects of the whole Bountygate scandal, Carolina's defense is nowhere near ready to win the NFC South, let alone the Super Bowl. That's why I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to dethrone the Saints as NFC South champs this year, but I still expect big things from Cam Newton, Steve Smith, and that Panthers offense in 2012. Speaking of the Atlanta Falcons, it has been announced that free agent signing Lofa Tatupu will miss the entire 2012-2013 season with a pectoral injury. The former Pro Bowl linebacker sat out the entire 2011 season and was hoping to make a comeback with the Dirty Birds this year. This injury is a big loss to a Falcons defense that already lost leading tackler Curtis Lofton to free agency, and to the division rival Saints no less. Finally, some fantastic news for yours truly. As a Steelers fan, I was overjoyed. Scratch that, I was ecstatic to hear the news that the Pittsburgh Steelers have re-signed head coach Mike Tomlin to a 3-year contract extension that'll keep him as the bench boss of the Steelers through the 2016 season. The Steelers have proven time and time again that they are a world-class organization and that they take care of their own as they routinely re-sign their head coaches with 2 years left remaining on their deals. Plain and simple, if you produce and you do your job as a Pittsburgh Steeler, you will be taken care of. And Mike Tomlin has done so exceptionally well since taking over for Bill Cowher. In his 5 seasons at the helm of the black and yellow, Mike Tomlin has led the Steelers to 4 playoff appearances, 3 AFC North titles, 2 AFC championships, and became the youngest head coach ever to win a Super Bowl after they defeated the Arizona Cardinals in the now legendary Super Bowl 43 matchup. Tomlin is only the 3rd Pittsburgh Steelers head coach since 1969, so clearly stability is one of the core principles of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Great move by the Rooney family to keep him around. Well, that concludes the very first edition of Nasr Sports Talk. Please tune in tomorrow for more updates in the world of sports. Don't worry about reading the sports page tomorrow morning, because I'll have the latest in the 24-hour sports news cycle. And don't forget to log on to drafted.ca and vote for your man, Nasr Ramirez. You can also follow me on Twitter at NasrRamirez93 for more sports updates. Thanks, everybody, and take care.